How are you? Your channel. My channel. It's not my channel, it's Callum's channel. Come on, where are you? What? I don't know why it takes so long for me to find my own videos when I'm gone live. Here we go. Why it takes so long? You guys seem to be able to get in way quicker than I can. How are you? Look at my hair. Get cut again. Out there a bit better. Could be a bit better. Oh, someone's going to get upset with my tea towels about position again. Someone with OCD will get upset. I can't remember who it was now. I might do it just deliberately. Actually, leave it like that. See if anyone says anything. Marco, hi, how are you? Dylan, Addicted Frank, how are you? Seb, how are you, my dear boy? So what's everyone's? I know Addicted likes the new armour cars. I like them. I kind of wish I was in the USA, maybe, because maybe then I'll probably get one. But my God, they're expensive in the UK. Your Thursdays are it's only, sorry, Kern. It's this week because obviously I'll see you next Tuesday, guys. Billy and Jay are having their live stream. They're starting their live stream tomorrow at 4 o'clock, 24-hour, in aid of cancer research. So it was a bit tough for me not to do a live potentially when they were going live for charity. So I moved it back to Thursday this week, but it will be on Friday next week. Bars and Tone David, how are you? All good with you? New infraction involved, other ones all right. New infraction's a weird one. It's very, very weird because it looks like it's got the Vortex wheels and tyres on it. It's brushed, mega. Even then, my God, it's expensive in the UK. I don't quite get the new infraction. I mean, it's lucky going to be doing 20 miles an hour. Brandon, how are you? All good here, thank you. Yeah, yeah, brilliant calls. So yeah, I mean, it touches my heart because both my mum and my sister, luckily they both survived. They're both alive still, but both of them have had cancer. So yeah, I think it touches everybody. So it's a great cause. Matthew, I'm good, thank you. It kind of looks like it came off the wall. It does look. Well, I'm sure I saw it on the Wish website when I was looking the other week. It just, and what they're doing with their paint schemes now. It's almost like I get it on something like this. Okay, I think this is great, but it's not too silly or anything else like that. Yes, it's some nice pink colours, but it looks good. But some of the new ones. It's almost like they're trying to follow Traxxas. If that makes sense. Yes, Dave, I need one. 449 out the door. For me in the US, it's like it's a value car. Yeah, in the US, not too bad, but it's $615 in the UK. Would you buy it for $615? Because that's what it's costing us. Opinion on the brushed infraction? Don't see the point. A lower price point. That's the point I don't get. Maybe in the USA it makes sense with Christmas coming up. It's what, $330, and the same with the new Vendetta, $449. In the USA it probably makes sense, but here in the UK, you know, £330 plus the batteries plus the charger. You know, if they end up buying the Spectrum stuff, that's over 500 quid for a toy car for Christmas. I can't see many parents paying that. I'll revote, Russell. I like the look of the Vendetta, and I think it'll be a great car. But I just refuse to spend that sort of money on it. I can't. It's not that I can't afford it. It's just, for me, it's principle. the prices are going up and up and up. And when I look at it, a 3S car 18 months ago was £259. Now £449. It's gone up 100. It's gone up. The 3S cars have gone up 73% in 18 months. It's just I can't support that. I really can't. Yeah, because it comes with plastic disc. I wouldn't mind if it came in metal disc or something or other, but you know, the Vortex, when that came up, they jacked the price up because the Armour 3S cars in the UK, and I'm not going to waffle when I'm sound like I'm moaning, but you know, they were £259, then they went up to £289, I think it was, but anyway, they were then floating around £319, £329. Then the Vortex came out, and that came out at £399. And I thought, oh my god, oh my god. And they'd put the AVC on it, etc., etc. I think, well, you don't really need that on the 3S car. Now they've brought the Vendetta out, they've stuck another. They then pushed it up to £319 for the Vortex when everything got recalled. So when it's coming back in, it's gone up 20 quid. And then the Vendetta comes out and they stuck another 30 quid on top of that. It's just every opportunity, they're just putting the price up and up and up and up and up. Hi Kent, how are you? Every opportunity, you know. I mean, this car in relative terms, £419 for this. Okay, no electrics, but to be quite frank with you, I'd rather it didn't have the electrics. I could put what I want in it then. I'm going to have to worry about the junk radio, the junk servo, which is just going to get replaced anyway, and why pay for stuff like that? This is cheaper than the new Vendetta. I had the electrics already, so I just stuck it in there. £419, job done. Anyway, oh, you can't see what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that little bad boy there. There we go, the spin unit, which I've got to fix because somebody broke it. Rant over. It's not a rant, it's an opinion, Callum. I understand people will buy it and they will sell a load of them. I can't support it. If it came out at £300, or even if it came out at £330, I'd probably order one. But £449, nah. Anyway, sit there talking about ranting. I've got to fix your mess. And it's Callum's birthday as well, in case somebody didn't know. It's true, Addicted Armour is giving us new options. I'm hoping someone I know has just bought one. He normally doesn't keep them for very long. So I'm hoping that I can get one cheap. That's it. 699. Yeah, they're basically when they record everything, it just gave them a massive opportunity to bring them back in at a price hike. Front diff case broke on it. It's all that broke. And we get the video out. I'm working on. We've got 3 videos we're working on at the moment, and you'll see how this happened. I'm not going to blame the car in any way, shape, or form. It wasn't the car's fault. And I thought I had everything here that I needed, and I haven't, which is really annoying again. Because I need these bits. Not the car's fault. 100% driver error. And any car would have broken. And it's actually a stock diff case that went the ears. Sevi, evening. Who else we got coming? Dan. Yeah, Callum broke something else. In fairness, it's tough to control a buggy like this on 4S with little tyres. So I'm not going to blame the car, and I'm not going to blame the driver. It was a big jump. Any car would have broken. He did break the EXB again. That wasn't his fault either, because we think it came disconnected when it hit the ramp, which you'll see on the live stream if you check that out. Well, Addicted, I might have to get you to buy me something like the Vendetta and then ship it over to me, see what the shipping costs will be. It's going to be cheaper. Also, why is my video at the Vendetta at skate park? Because it's a bash vehicle. I don't know. Who knows, mate? it was a super dirty landing. Well, I think, you know, Horizon have taken over now, and it's everything. And I was looking forward to the 4S cars, but I'm scared at the price I thought they're coming out at 499, but based on the price of the Vendetta, if they ever do bring the new 4S cars out, I have a horrible feeling they're going to be like 550, which is, again, absolutely ridiculous. Right, anyway, enough waffle. Let's get this apart, if we can, without any raging or screaming because of thread lock. Although I will say, the other thing I noticed on this, and if anyone does get a Typhon TLR, check your screws. I thought we'd bent the motor mount in the landing because the motor was slightly up, the mesh was out, but actually the 3 screws underneath, I heated them all up on the anticipation that they were going to be badly thread locked to take the motor mount off, check it was flat. So I heated them all up, and then when I touched them, I just went like that, and they were all mega loose. So basically the motor mount hadn't bent, they just come loose. Found out these steering columns were also loose. No thread lock on them whatsoever. So I've gone from one extreme to the other of having lots of thread lock. Maybe TLR built these ones, I don't know, but these basically had no thread lock on them whatsoever. I'm scared now, because I might have done that one up with thread lock. I always worry about armour screws and thread lock. Shouldn't do, but I do. And that one's loose there. There's no thread lock on these now. That's the other one, no thread lock. So they have gone from one extreme to the other. But apart from that, apart from the stock bulkhead failing, it's holding up well. I love it. It dries well, it dries nice. I don't know what Callum thought of it as a overall car. What did you think of it, Callum, with the jumping? You'll be happy with the TLR Typhon. I want to get. I'm still very happy with it. If you don't have a buggy yet, then in my opinion, this is definitely the one to get. It handles really well. It's got the 775 chassis, 775 shock towers. Cheers, Addicted. Some people do take. I've seen Revo. He's never taken yours to a skate park, have you, mate? Callum's smart. Instead of addressing every single person, he says thank you, everyone. Yeah. That I've said I've offered to buy Dean's when he sells it, Seb. I used to love WWE. Well, it used to be WWF when I watch it. Steam Train Tony, evening. No, it was a dirty landing, Dan. It's and it snapped the ears off. So it's just. I'll get you in here. You'll be upside down, but if you'll see that. So it's clean snapped the ears off. So no thread lock, has had no impact whatsoever on it. I'll do that. Let's go and do it there. Easier to deal with them. And we're off. That out the way. I love putting new bulkheads on. Callum, thank you. My favourite job in the world. And I haven't thumbs up myself, look at that. Can't see how many are in. It's weird, might have to refresh that. Metal upgrade for the diff, yes, you could fit the Vitavon one, or there's a Hot Racing one. We've got some of them on our EXBs, etc. I think I've got Vitavon ones on them. I'm mixed on that because I have sheared off a screw. My word advice: if you get Vitavon, change the hardware on it. Because the screws they use aren't very good when you sheared one off. Luckily, I hadn't thread locked it in, so I could get it out. Other than that, it would have been a £80 diff bulkhead gone. What happened? Callum drove it, Noah. Not been feeling yourself lately? Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. Are you feeling better because you weren't feeling well last week? What did you say you would recommend for the first buggy? Didn't hear. The TLR Typhon. Out the ones, out the ones I've had. An EB48 2.0 would be good as well, but they're obviously more expensive. I know, hopefully you feel better. Hi Cosy Burner, how are you? It's TLI tough. It wasn't anything TLR that broke. It was the stock armour diff bulkhead with a very dirty landing from Callum. Snapped the ears off. And I don't think I've ever snapped the ears off of a bulkhead before. Yeah, if you have a really bad landing and something breaks, you can't blame no RC, no matter what the brand. No. And this, this was not the car's fault one little bit. Crazy RC driver, evening. Tony, I put peanut butter not to dry so soon. You want to come round and butter my back, Tony? I'm good, William Thompson, yourself. That's okay, Dan. Thank you for coming on board and commenting and everything. If you guys, I'll try and read every comment I can at the moment. I'm lucky. I say lucky. I try and keep up with all the comments and all the comments on videos and things like that. I know at some point I won't be able to, but I want to. I know at some point. There's a possibility at some point, if the channel really, really grows, I won't be able to. But up until that point, I want to be able to respond to all comments that I can. Yes, it's one of those things. It's not a difficult job. It's just a laborious, long job. Just so many bits to undo, and on this car as well, or on any of the armoured cars, you get so many. I don't know whether there's any on the bottom here. It seems to be holding up as well. Didn't even pop the. Haven't even snapped that bit off, which is normally a bit that goes. You can see here the inserts. Now we did lose one of the inserts when it crashed, so I've got to change the setup slightly. A little bit annoying in that regard, but it is what it is. Crazy Aussie Driver, how are you? The Vendetta isn't in stock yet locally. I'm sure that you will see RC Driver online, CCRX, probably JTRC with them out very soon. Evening Jay, how are you? Yes, I am very interested in the Maverick Quantum Half Lock. I'd like to compare that to the new Vendetta, I really would, but I'm not buying the new Vendetta. So if Horizon Hobbies would want to send me one for me to review, then I'll do that. What's up, Bashers? How are you? Quite happy if someone wants to send me one to review. Grease everywhere. Lovely. I'll pop these out. I think it's probably the easiest thing to do. What's the Radix for? What's it like? I've had mixed reviews on it. Some people liked it and some people didn't like it. I'm always nervous because it's a... I'll tell you what, we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. This has got to come off anyway. I'm doing good, not Gavin, you. And you're always going to have a bad landing eventually, no matter how good you are. And your RC is. That's just part of the hobby. Something is going to break eventually. It is indeed. Now, does that... They must have thought about that screw being there. They must have had plans for it. Because... I wonder if the old bulkheads have it. Yeah. Evening, Alex. Don't know whether I said hello to you. Why am I using old-fashioned screws? Is there a part that nobody has broken on any RC cars? Is there a part that I haven't broken on an RC car? Yes, there's quite a few parts I haven't broken. I haven't broken drive shafts. I haven't broken, on the 6S cars, I haven't broken any turnbuckles. I haven't broken a front chassis brace. What else haven't I broken on them? Broken a front chassis brace, a rear chassis brace. Sheared that bad boy in half. Right, let's slide that out of there. And we can slide that new one straight in. And as they would say, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. You guys probably haven't heard that saying, have you? Some of you would have done. Don't you undo there. Don't you undo there. You're not supposed to undo that. Don't you dare. Come on, stay together. I'll read your comments in a second. I'll just double glassed up so I can't see a thing. Come on. These bulkheads are definitely made out of different material to the old ones. But I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I haven't broken much of that, but I'm not a basher. We used to break a lot more than we do now. Enjoy the preparing side of the hobby. It's a good learning experience and love teaching my son how to fix them. Yeah, I kind of, it's very therapeutic to a set. There's some stuff I don't like doing though. I haven't got a clue, Alfie, on the tyres. We'll find out when I get one. Smash the like guys button. Cheers, Eric. I want to say what kind of compound they are using until I might have. Yeah. You forgot it's Thursday. Well, it's just the switch bubbles. Normally I'm going to be doing it Fridays, but obviously I'll see you next Tuesday. I've got their stream starting tomorrow at 4. So it just made sense. Are you getting one? It sounds like you buy everything now. I think Addicted is getting one. Dad's RC Hangar evening. How are you? Back on a Thursday this week because of RC Tuesday's next stream is starting tomorrow for 24-hour charity fundraiser. Waffle Waffle, hello. So, I've gone live today. Also, oh, don't do that to me. That's a tad annoying. Let's go in there. Like that. Get everything lined up. Also ordered some bits from Jenny's RC as well, because they were an absolute steal in relative terms. I've ordered some, and Seb knows this, I've ordered, what have I ordered? I ordered complete diff bulkheads, outdrives, EXB diffs, absolute bargain, because I think we've got a crown gear gone again. So it's cheaper for me to buy the whole thing from Jenny's RC than it is for me to just buy the main gear and the input gear from the UK. And I also added in, what I ordered, 2 of those and something else as well. Can't remember what the other thing was. What else did I order from them? Can't remember. It made sense. So I've got those bits coming, and I was hoping they were going to be here to do some of the work today, but it's a bit of a stretch to get them here that quickly. I only ordered them Sunday. And Jenny's RC are very good, but you know, there's only so quick. There's so much a plane will do. I'm liking these belty buggy tyres. They're £17.50 Noah a pair. So I think for long jumps and things like that, I think they'd be brilliant. Less so for when we were at the skate park. Certainly on 4S, because you don't get that much air control. So I'm probably going to change them for the skate park sessions. But no, I really like these, especially for the price. So it's a big shout out to Gary who gave me the heads up on these. Yeah, the RC Inject Tuesday live streams for cancer research. These are almost, because they're quite sticky as well, so they're almost like Hume's material, but for an off-road buggy. They are really nice. And for £17.50, no, you really can't go wrong. Really looking forward to the Quantum Flux and Vendetta coming out. Will hopefully mean there's been more people out with street bashers. The felony infraction can be a stretch on the budget. They can, Alex. Well, if you get the Vendetta, I'll get the Flux, and we'll compare. How about that? Is there anything like Jenny's in the... There is, but it's still not as cheap as Alfie. So you got... Used to be Bad Touch Breakers. He stopped breaking. It just does mainly the M2C imports now. Adrian, great guy. You've got arc breakers, and you've got what's the name of the other one? There's another one as well, and I've forgotten the name of them. It's gone from my head. But there are a couple of breakers in the UK, yes. But they don't have the same level of stock that Jenny's just doing it on a massive scale, and they're cheaper, so much cheaper. I did look at the UK breakers, but they didn't have any in, and they also don't sell it as a whole unit. And I know when I did get the EXB, Bad Touch did do the whole unit. I think it cost me 70 quid. Getting it from Jenny's is like £41 for the bulkhead, the input drive, the crown gear, the output drives, the whole diff, the inner gears, the outer gears, everything. Basically the whole thing. So basically you are getting that. So the out drives, this drive, the diff, everything you're getting for 41 quid on an EXB. I mean, it's bonkers. What's the size on them? Are they too big for a 1/14 car? These are probably too big, yes. Just fitted the GPM drive shaft for the Mini Max and must say they are holding out very... Are they the actual drives for the, instead of the plastic out drives? I think Armour pooed the bed on the new Infraction 3S. I think they did the same electronics as the other new one. It would have been a winner. It's not even 3S, it's brushed. It's on the Mega platform. All I can think of is they're trying to appeal to the younger generation, but at that price, it then doesn't appeal. I'll be honest and say I don't get it. I really don't get it. Unless they were suddenly thinking, oh, such and such, you know, they're bringing out their flux. Oh, we better have something in the market to compete with it. But then they go and poo the bed on the price. I'll be honest and say I'm sure there's sell, I just don't get it. I think at the end of the day, I like the Armour products, I really do, and I like the Armour cars. We had pretty much all of them, and I was a big supporter of Armour. Massive supporter of Armour. In fact, I was an Armour fanboy. So yeah, that's the bit that broke. Huge Armour fanboy. But I can't support the prices they're sticking out there now. Oosh. In you go, that's got it. Thanks, Emily. You're going to do another one soon. Yeah, do another one soon, Noah. Would I get a refund from Jenny's if a part arrived faulty? Should do, especially if you use PayPal or a credit card. I bought our X-Max motor from there. Again, X-Max motor in the UK, £250. I got it from Jenny's for 120. You know, whenever you're buying online, you should always use either a credit card or PayPal. It gives you a level of protection. So if there's something faulty with it and they don't respond, you go to PayPal and they step in and give you your money back. All they need to do is make it the same price as the Vortex with the same electronics, and it still would have been a budget banger winner. Yes, Bubbles, it would have. Although it has got a different motor to the Vortex. The Vortex has got a 3200 kV, same as in the other ones. But the new Vendetta comes with 3900 kV. Lucas, I will answer the question, but if you can try and avoid use emojis and things like that, because there are sometimes some younger people in here, so I do like to try and, certainly before 9 o'clock, you know, people may laugh and everything, but yeah, if you try and keep the language a little bit clean. But what happened is we're trying to see how hard this thing can bash, and we didn't quite get the nose up in time. It was a big jump, and it went in nose first. Jared Hills, Hive, Perth, Western Australia. Very nice. How is everything out there? You're coming into your summer, aren't you? Can I recommend any fans for the Hobby Wing Max 6 combo? Depends if you just want stock. Are you talking about for the motor or for the ESC? How's the RC collection going now? How many have we got now? It's a very good question. How many we've got now? It's growing. We've got 3 little cars that we were given, which we've done the demos on, or the reviews on. I mean, we'll try and count them. So we go X-Max, Outcast 8S. We will go Mojave. Then we go Talion, Creighton V4, Notorious, Creighton EXB, Mojave EXB. Is that all the success cars? Then we've got Max. I'd have to, actually, I can't keep up, so I'd have to go out in the garage and add them up that way. M210 is a great little car. I always thought a 3S friendly on fraction for about 350 would fly off the shelves. Decision to put brush motor in a friendly is mad. I can see Max 10 motors and ECs being popular. Yeah, the problem with that, Alex, is you then got to spend more money because it comes with a plastic motor mount. It doesn't come with a metal motor mount. So the brush models aren't I thought we frozen, sorry, I'm looking at the screen, it wasn't moving. The mega models are not brush, whilst the gears are brushless ready, the motor mount and everything else isn't brushless ready. So then you've got to hope that you can get the bits that are in stock to make it a metal motor mount, etc. In theory, yes. For example, but it depends on how it gets shipped. If I then get caught with import duty, if you don't get caught with import duty, it's way cheaper than the UK. If you get caught with the import duty, or it's not import duty, it's import tax because there is no duty on RC cars, but it's a 20% import tax, so they add the VAT on. If you can get away with that, then it works out way cheaper. Both Warren Upgrade and Dave have looked at Bigfoot Customs. I see he does some decent stuff. He does, yes. Easy thing. Ben at Bigfoot Customs does some great stuff, and his prices are super fair as well. I noticed he's doing like 2 motors, mounts, and everything else, and a lipo battery, all for like 50 quid. Which is an absolute steal. I made a comment on it saying that is an absolute bargain, which it is. Because a lot of places like NTF, fans, etc., charge you 50 quid for 1 fan. So, easy answer is, rather than faffing around and making yourself, I can't, you know, all I can say is go and get them from Bigfoot Customs, mate. I'm bothered by them calling them 1/8 scale. I had a bit of a discussion on that, wasn't an argument. I said I don't get the 1/8 scale. And then people start coming, it's all relative, it's all relative, it's all yeah, but the infractions are 1/7 scale. So how can the new infraction then be 1/8 scale, which would suggest it's only a little bit smaller than the normal one, but it's way smaller. Hi Dan, how are you? Pay cash for no tax. Yeah, you guys can dodge it because all your prices are ex-tax, isn't it? Is that for 82 or 19 RC? Frab? Frabs. Hi, how are you? Where are you from? Oh, our local shop. My local shop has armour in it now. Yeah. Do you not fancy getting the armour infraction to add to your collection? I have an armour. We have an armour infraction. I have the full size one. It hasn't been out for a while, so we've got 2 limitlesses, which are now limitless GTs, which are Jack and Callum's. And I have an infraction myself. It just doesn't come out very often. In fact, it hasn't been out for a while because it's got no centre diff in it, and it's got no. I don't think the ESC's in there because I had to take the ESC. I had to borrow the ESC for one of the other cars when the ESC went whilst it was away for warranty, and then I had to take the centre diff out to put in Jack's Krahave EXB because I needed one with a 46 tooth spur on it. More specific to Nitro, we tend to go and get some armours because the armour stuff, well, the armour stuff we used to sell. Well, that's going to be the case going forward with their prices. But the armour stuff used to fly. I mean, I used to go to the local motor shop. People were buying the, buying the armour stuff. Just me standing in there. Used to fly out the door. Well, I can semi-relate to that, Alfie, but at the same time, Horizon Hobbies own a lot of things now, a hell of a lot of different companies, so whether they like it or not as a shop selling stuff, they could be cutting their nose off a bit to spite their face. Come on. Whilst I've got this open, shall I check the diff for oil? Because it's likely not got much in there. Problem is, I don't know what diff oil goes in it. Does anyone know? Seb, are you still here? What is the stock diff oil in the front of an armoured TLR? I don't know, Addicted. Scale is parent. When I was having a discussion with it on one of the Facebook groups, I got told scale is relative. Because some people say a real 1/5 scale is the Raminator, not an X-Max, but an X-Max is 1/6 scale, I think. I'm not sure it is 10k on the TLR though. Normally, it definitely is on all the others. Will Horizon buy Traxxas? I think hell would freeze over before that happened, Alfie. No Lurpak butter here. Right, I'm messing around with that. I will whip that off though. I'm hoping someone can tell me what the shock oil is for a Typhon TLR front diff. Come on. As I say, if in doubt, give it a clout. We're having a laugh. Oh, come on, you stupid car. might have to take it to the garage. If that ain't budging. Mid 10, rear 7. Front is 12.5k, is it? Thank you, Marco. It's getting it now. It's getting close to getting it. Because this is getting a bit stupid now. Yeah, that should just pop out. It really should. So it is going to get it in a minute. No, right, I'll be back, guys. I've got to go to the shed, unfortunately. Get the hammer. Don't go, guys, I will be back. Holy, holy, holy. I mean, that was redonkulous. Absolutely redonkulous, that was. Couldn't hear what I said. I said, don't go, I will be back. Yeah, that was just stupid. How tight that was. Oh, well, it got dirt. I mean, it shouldn't have got dirt in there. But that was just silly. Never had. I mean, I've got to try and get it back in now, which is going to be fun. Because it's tight going back in as well. Give it a clean up with some sandpaper or something. That was stupid how tight that was. Waiting for the hit the thumb. Could have happened. It was getting close to getting launched. I mean, I've never had one of these take. I mean, I was having to hammer that like you wouldn't believe. And that was redonkulous. It really was. What YouTube channel uses the word? It says redonkulous. There you go. What tools do I use? A mixture of tools, really. Are you talking about hex drivers? Talk about hex drivers. I used to use the. I didn't bring it back with me. That was intelligent. I used to use the Turnigy ones, which were like £2 each. They lasted me not a bad time. Then I switched to MIP. These things. They are not cheap, but they've lasted me less time than the Turnigy ones that were £2 each. So I've not been happy with MIP, and I've just bought this one here, which is a wearer. Which is about £7, which seems to be quite nice. Quite like that one. Hi Zoz, how are you? Sounds like Callum's brown. In fairness, it wasn't Callum's fault. When we're testing this car the way we are trying to test it, things are going to break. See, that's stupid how tight that is. I'll try and get this thing back in there now. This could be the fun thing. It's not like there's any thread lock in there to jam it up either. It just doesn't want to go back in. It's too tight. It's crazy. It's not like there's thread lock in there because it's on the D-safe. Aramax, I have used Aramax as well as the speed drivers, but again, they didn't last me very long. Excuse me. So I need 12.5k oil. I haven't got any 12. I might top it up with 10 then. What is going on? They've machined this one so tight. It's bonkers. I got them £15 for 4. Yeah, I paid. It was on the. It was the speed drivers I got. I think I paid £12 for 4. It's a 3mm, 2.5mm, 2mm, and 1.5mm. What was that one? Got myself a Tamiya TTO2. If Callum can build the Tamiya TTO2, Alex, I'm sure you can. What's the similarity between Tupperware and a Woolworths? Don't know. What is the similarity? Little lube. Thank you, Eric. Yeah, I think it's beyond lube at the moment. It's just the tolerances are so tight. It's not allowing it to even slide in there. Once I get it close, a little lube might help. Yeah, Steph, I've got to hammer it against the gears, and I don't want to hammer it against the gears. I'd have to hit this, and if I miss and hit the take a tooth off, I'm going to be majorly annoyed because you've got to push it in that way inside the diff case, and I like to get it nice and tight so there's no play, because if you get that wrong, then it ends up stripping these off on there. So it's a little bit annoying that. It's doing this at the moment, but we'll get it down. And just, it's not a million miles out, I don't think. It's a million miles out, actually. No, it's almost there. This is because that should go all the way through. It's stupid. Damn armour. Not unless that took a hit. Oh, it can't have taken a hit, can it? No, because that's sitting on there. I'm going to get some other tools. I just thought the easiest thing to do, drill it out. What size is that? 5? 4 and a giraffe. Four and a giraffe wants to go in. Definitely wants to go in a 4 and a giraffe. What about this one here? Is that one? Is it? Yeah, see that one goes in better. This one goes in much easier. So maybe it's not that, it must be this. Something on this is not allowing it to. Right, give it a good old clean up. Only if it's never coming out again. I need to improve standard diff oil 777. Oh, Dave, put the gear in the freezer. After 30 minutes it'll drop in fine. That's not a bad idea, Craig. I'll just try it, just filing this off a little bit, and if that don't work, it will go in the freezer. Almost there, actually. How are you, Craig, anyway? What did you think of the new... in the flesh, especially when you take that phone holder off, it looks a bit better, doesn't it? I think. I use a lighter on the D-shape. Yeah, the D-shape bit's got plastic around it, that's the problem. I like these tyres, certainly on the loose surface, you know, on the tarmac as well, they're quite nice. I like them. I'm not to say everyone's going to like them, but I certainly like them, and for the price, £17.50 a pair, oh, bargain, they're belted as well. Evening, Alistair, how are you? SCX6, yeah, I can't get my head around that one either. Plus the size of it, I've got nowhere to put it and nowhere to transport it really. Right, I think that's... sod it. Why did I put that in there? I think I'll pop it in the freezer for a little bit, as Craig said. Just to make sure it does drop in there nicely. And while we're doing that, we'll go and get some 10k diff oil. We'll just top this up because I know it's going to be light. Wookiees, how are you? Callum broke my Typhon, so just fixing it up. Yes, the free. It's not 3S infraction. It's a mega infraction, so it's not even 3S. Dr. Hyde. Yeah, Eric. I'm sure there's a reason for their selection of it. I'll be honest and say I don't get it. It's not too bad, really. A little bit on the light side, but actually, for an armoured diff, not too bad. I forgot the grease. And not too bad at all in there. Almost argue that was almost full up. The Vendetta is 3S, Alistair. It's a 3S BLX with a 3900 kV motor. The infraction is 2S basically, yeah, I mean it's... The new Ratty RC, yes, the one supposed to do 70 miles an hour. It's just a Vortex with different body and tyres. Yes and no. The Vortex is granite short wheelbase. The Vendetta is long wheelbase, so Centon, Big Rock, Typhon, and it comes with a 3900 kV motor rather than 3200 kV motor. Apart from that, it is a Vortex. Can't get my head around how that body fits a 3S chassis. Which body? The infraction one, well, it's not full-size infraction. The mega infraction is a roller where you have to unmount stuff first. Yeah, but then you have to put extra stuff in because you guys got to remember is the motor mount on a mega is plastic. not metal. So you'd have to change that. Oh, you didn't break it, Callum. Who did then? Happy birthday again, by the way. They maybe want to rival the small infraction clones, but for that price, I don't know. I've said my piece on it. What grease? What that I've put in here? I use a Core RC. I like that stuff. Armour do make 2S RCs. Try it and run it with a 3S. On 3S, they go into thermal shutdown after 5 minutes. Oh, didn't know that. 450 quid, yeah. It's a bonkers price. Oh, the Vendetta body. Yeah, I like it. I like the look of it. I like the concept. I understand it. I don't understand the price. Got no DF rebuild kit for the ranks. It's a brand new sealed bag. Only 3 planetary gears in there. Brilliant. Oh, that sucks. Alistair, that absolutely sucks. Yeah, I mean, in relative terms, this was 30 quid cheaper. Okay, no electrics, but that's a good thing from Spectrum. 30 quid cheaper than the Vendetta. Vendetta body on the Road Rock. Could do. But then it wouldn't be a Road Rock. The whole concept of the Road Rock is to try and get that body over 110 miles an hour. It would have been this week because Callum's coming over tomorrow. So Callum would have been here tomorrow, but I've had to move it today. I say I had to. I decided to move it today because of obviously the RC Next Tuesday's live stream tomorrow for cancer research. They're doing a 24-hour live stream in the aid of cancer research. So do go and check those guys out. It's all for a good cause. So because they're starting at 4 o'clock, would have meant my live stream would have cut into that time, and I didn't want to do that because I do think it's for a great cause. So. Come on. It was lined up. Let's go again. Thank you. Yeah, I like the Core RC oils. I know what I'm getting then. All the same, I can relate to them. Never had a problem with them. I use them for diffs, for shocks, absolutely everything. Unless I can't get it, then I'll go to Associated. And I always try and work for CST. I don't understand WT, or there's another one, isn't there, I think. Never quite understand why you can have different oil weights. I suppose saying that, no different from miles an hour, kilometres an hour, metres an hour, I suppose. Yeah, I think a lot of people will, and you know, I'll try and be on there. Not sure I'll be able to get. I won't be able to get there at 4 o'clock because I'll be working. We look at the Mega as a roller too. you can look at the Mega as a roller, as I said, as long as you're prepared to spend the extra money to get a decent motor mount rather than the plastic ones it comes with. I mean, it's for a great cause, Wookie. So, you know, absolute great cause. And anyone that wants, you know, that is prepared to do a 24-hour live stream, my hat goes off to them. It really does. Because, yes, I like doing live streams and I like chatting with you guys. And they last for up to, you know, 4 hours. But, you know, when the numbers dwindle and you're in the early hours of the morning, you know, you're 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and 1 or 2 people on the stream and they've fallen asleep and they're not really watching, that'll be tough. You know, there might be people on there, you know, there could be people on there the whole time. There could be a massively great turnout, so, which will be great. Hi Matt, just broke the bulkhead. My favourite thing to change. So that's what Callum broke, and just seeing that I've got the bearings in there that I need to get out as well. And Callum was sitting up, I didn't break it. It broke itself, Callum. From my it depends what you want to do with it, Eric, which ESC is better. I like the hobby wing ones because I'm a basher, and they are a lot more stable, less prone to catching fire, but at the same time, because they're less prone to catching fire, they do have more protections on them which don't allow you, you know, to pull the most. If you're speed running or trying to pull more power, then the castle ones are good. And you know, so it really depends on what you're doing. As a basher, I like the hobby wing ones, and they're cheaper and they're easier to get in the UK. The castle ones are quite expensive and harder to get hold of in the UK. They basically get a few in the stock at a time, and you have to jump in and get them quick before they sell out. Well, my drinking, I drink double strength summer fruits. I've got Vitavon ones, Craig. I'm mixed on them. Mainly because we broke a hot racing one, which was an expensive brake. So this brake's 11 quid. That bulkhead's 11 quid. When we broke a hot racing one, that's 80 quid down the pan. So that's a big brake. Then I put the Vitavon ones on Jack's EXB, first heavy crash, and it sheared one of the screws off in the bulkhead. And I thought, great, that's gone. Luckily, I hadn't put thread lock on the screw, so I managed to get it out. Took me about 3-4 hours to get it out, but I was able to get it out. And again, they're 80 odd quid now. I bought them when they were 60, which was not too bad, but 80 quid. I think I'll just switch out the 11 quid ones when they break. We don't break them that often. Yeah, I think the Hobby Wings ones for racing, certainly the XR Pros, the XR8 Pro or the XR10 Pro, I think are great for racing. For bashing, I'm looking for the stock X Max. Stock X Max, put a Max 6 in it. It keeps it low, puts it down. It's way better than the Traxxas ESC. Just if you have a problem with it, make sure you take the Hobby Wing one out and put the Traxxas one back in, because when Traxxas ask you for photos of the car and they see the Hobby Wing, they will decline the warranty. It doesn't matter what it is. Yeah, it's tough month, Zoz. Oh, sorry to hear that, Zoz. Yeah, it is super tough. I think everyone gets affected. You know, everyone's been affected by it somehow now. Yeah, now if you don't jump them high, I think they're good. I've got a spare one I could take off my V4, silver one, but I wanted to get some more, but they're 80 odd pounds now, so it's like, ugh. If they were 60 quid, I'd definitely get some more. It's good question, Alfie. I did, mainly because it was half the price of the UK. So on that basis, it was a no-brainer. Other than that, I tend not to buy electronics from overseas just because of the hassle. I don't like buying electronics second-hand or without a warranty. Other than the motor mount and the electronics, what other differences are there than Omega? The slipper clutch, I think it's only a single plate slipper, so you'd have to change that as well. I'm not sure what mod the gears are. I thought they were different mod, but when I had a quick look today, it looks like they're 0.8 mod as well. So I think that's the same. I know the diffs are the same. So it may just be the slipper, and I think there's something different about the centre drive shaft as well, but don't quote me on that. Night Noah, thank you for coming by. All these buggies make me want an X-ray. You love your X-rays, don't you, Craig? Do Jenny's sell roller chassis? In what way? Do they just sell the rollers without the electrics in there? I don't think they do. They break them right down. A lot of Max plastic parts from Jenny's is great. I mean, the shipping only takes, just up to a week, I think it is. Last king of the day, time to head home. Okay, Frank, Addicted, thank you for coming by. Night, Noah. Like the TLR, no, they break them all. No, what they do is they take the TLR and then they strip it all down and sell the parts. Because they can buy the whole car, strip it down, sell the parts for cheaper than what you can buy them, but they still make a profit. If that makes sense. No shim on this. Ah. Didn't come with a shim. That's interesting. Right, let's get this put all back together, because I've got to get these upper arms in as well. And to do that, I need to pop. I think I need to pop those out, which is a bit of a pain to get to those. Oh wow! Actually, to change these bits, if you want to change the caster and the camber, I think it's a bit of a pain in the backside because the top plate is right in the way. They don't tell you that. And that's centre, right. That's the only thing we did do when we did crash it. We did lose one of these. Having said that, don't know how it was. Not as bashers, I don't think we're going to notice the difference anyway. That's the upper one. That's the upper one. I think I'll just leave them in the where I and just put these in. Who's going to know the difference? Certainly not me. Yep. Put that up there. I'm never going to notice a difference on that. Oh, you're not leaving, you're done working now. Garage Life, Jenny's is great, fast shipping. Yeah, it normally takes about a week to get to the UK. Have a look, they do all sorts, Matthew. Sorry, Alfie. I want to try out this Jenny's. It's great. As I said, I mean, it's dirt cheap in relative terms. Shipping finished to me in the Western States up to 6 weeks, still worth the wait and postage. Wow, that's a long time, Jared. I think it took, when I got the motor, it took about 5 days to get here. It's the only way until you take it off. Yep. I'm in Canada. Shipping shouldn't be bad from... No, it shouldn't. Shipping was... I mean, even with the shipping, it was dirt cheap in relative terms to what we pay in the UK. Crazy prices. It was an absolute no-brainer. As I said, I could get a whole bulkhead, outdrives, everything for cheaper than just the main gear and the input gear would cost me. So it means I've got lots of spares now. Right, up you come. Got the EXB to fix as well. I have a feeling the EXB won't be out this week. Because I don't think I'll have time to fix it all. I don't know, Jenny's was ordered regularly at a Main Hobbies in the USA with Express about 2 weeks. Oh, a Main Hobbies? Yeah, I use Main Hobbies as well. I like a Main Hobbies, they do a good job. Oh, stupid thing, that. Which way round does this go? Oh, I've got to put that in. It's going to be one of those days, guys. Inner or outer? I'll put it on the outer, I think. I'll put that on the outer. That's on the outer. Put these on the outer. Oh, whether they go in or out, I haven't got a clue. I don't think it makes... It will make a difference to the pros. But for us bashers, I don't think it makes a slight bit of difference. Right, that's a pain because I need to get that gear in before I do that. Right, let's see, we'll drop this. It's a bit awkward getting all this back in. So I didn't take the shocks off, did I? No, you didn't, David. Where's the gear? Where's the... Oh, it's there. Is there all right? We'll go through that all right. Just don't want to go in there. I'll have to do. Oh, come on. This thing's going to wind me up. You are getting close to seeing me rage. It's going in there now. I can't be bothered to try and fight it anymore. So much play. Enough to do. I think it's on there fairly tight. Damn armours. Dave, can you check message? I found a pretty cool mod for the infraction. I can't check Facebook messages, unfortunately, mate. Hi, Gain, so are you? A bit of play there, but it's going to have to do. Hopefully we don't chew out the diff, the main gear. Right, I want to see how that is shim-wise. That's a pretty good mesh, actually. I mean, I could probably shim it over a little bit, just to make sure. Let's see where the shims are. They give us any shims with this now, don't they? Oh. I'll just drop one in there if I can. Then I'll go and get some grease. I'm gonna have to take those shocks off, isn't I? I'm not gonna be able to get in there. Just more and more work. More and more work. One more bits to lose. Right. As we've taken that off, I'll tell you what, we might as well do this top bit as well now then. There's a huge amount of play there. And the question is, have I got that the right way round? Or does it go that way round? Hmm. Huh. 1 second. Straight edge forward. That is right. There's a huge amount of play there. Oh, come on. Because that's not sitting all the way in. That's better. I'm back. You banged your toe? Ouch. Was that because you were trying to find the butter? How'd you bang your toe, Tony? Is it okay, buddy? I know it hurts when you bang your toe. I know that because my toenail's only just grown back from when Callum took it out. Okay, you're going to be... Oh, it's going to be that sort of day, is it? When you can't swing these in, you've got to put them in together. Okay. Jay or Billy, who we got? Evening or Jay to evening or Billy, whichever one you are. Did you get your pizza today? Gregory, evening, how are you? Get some thumbs up on the stream. Remember we got 16, that's a bowling. Come on guys. No thumbs down though. Can you not run a drill bit through there for clearance? I was going to, but then I changed my mind on it. I got it through in the end. I was going to drill it out, but I didn't want to make it worse and then decide that I've messed that up, so. It's Jay. Hi Jay, how are you? Billy's probably tucked up in bed, is he? "12-year-old Proline Truggy wasn't, they didn't explain." That surprises me. Oh, that's all right. I don't know why my iPad never updates. Thank you, Greg. And it always lags behind. Oh, nice. Which ones did you get? Just got back from boxing. You better not wimp out on that pizza. I want to see if it's as hot as I think it is. Or if I was just being a wuss that day. I might have just been being a wuss that day. Right. And then we've got that in there. comes out, that comes out. Mesh feels quite good, but we're talking armour here anyway, so we'll find out. Get the head on. In theory, I could use the old. I'll just use the old one, mightn't I? Nothing wrong with the old one. I don't think. Oh, yes, there is. Gone there. The old one has gone. Just put a new one on. Came with it, so. We've just got the pizza and the wings ready. Nice. FJ Texan and Aerial Wraith Bros, great. Nice. I like the Wraith. I couldn't find that pizza the other day. Where did you say you got it from? We were going to do the hardcore pizza challenge. From Iceland. It's in the Italian section. Well, that's what it looks like. They do all different ones. They do really nice. I had one tonight, actually. Not that one. I had a... oh, I didn't know. I had another sweet chili chicken. Sweet chili chicken one's really nice. And they also do a triple pepper army. I had barbecue chicken and bacon tonight. Which is very nice. They're only £1.50 as well, and they're really good. I'd go out and stock up on a Saturday and feast myself during the week. Yes, I'm a bit naughty on those, but they are nice. Oh, cheers, Emily. Put a link up. For £1.50, they're a bargain. You need a long time today. I thought the XP would also be repaired. That was the plan. This is taking a little bit long. It's one of those things, because I'm chatting to you guys and reading the messages, it always takes me longer to fix them on live than it would do just me standing here doing them. The EXP is on the floor. I might, if we can get this fixed, I might, because this is pretty much done now, it's just print it all together. So as long as I concentrate on this, we get the EXP up. That's just an A-arm. I have lost, so I've got to pull it off the V4 Creighton. Everything comes off the V4 Creighton. That poor thing ain't running for a while until I get some spares. But when the bulkhead top bit broke, we lost one of these. We lost the fat one. No, we lost one of the thin ones. I might be able to find a thin one somewhere else, but on that top, I don't know why Army use those shims. It's annoying. Why anyone would use shims, don't know. But yeah, the XB will probably be coming on the shelf. So it's sitting on the floor down there, and it will be out in the very near future. And I'll probably fix the battery tray first. That's one of the easiest and quickest fixes. I was a bit surprised the battery tray went actually, with the extra screws in it. Carolina Reaper curries, yes, I've got to get that because I've got the other stuff I get from there is other stuff you get. We've got Carolina Reaper chicken wings. They're good. Get those ones as well. Scarily spicy ghost chili. They're good. I did have the Carolina Reaper strips as well. I don't know where they've gone. I've probably eaten all those. They do good spicy stuff in there. But that pizza, oh, the other stuff I can handle quite easily. That pizza though, oh. Marco, once I've forgotten your name once, I won't forget it again. Why is that clicking? Why is that? It's a bit tight. Clicking as well. And sticking there. I hate diffs. Really hate diffs. Very clicky, very stiff and clicky there. I absolutely hate diffs. I really do. It would drive me insane. Techno diffs, not a problem. Go back together every single time I've taken them apart. Go back together, never a problem. Never, ever, ever a problem. Armour diffs, I know I'm knocking on armour again, but come on. Not that hard to put diffs that don't have a problem. You want to see me rage? Bloody armour diffs. Hi Mars Master, how are you? Next week I will log in with my account and then the game with the name has an end. The game with a name. Maybe I'm overshooting by putting that in there, it's made it too tight, I don't know. Don't know, winds me up though. Those gears are quick clean. It was getting tight, so it wasn't the gears dirt in them. I just don't want it to be loose and then end up clicking because it's loose again. If that makes sense. We all know what armoured gears can be like. Oh, that's not running true. Bit loose there, and it goes tight again. Just make sure these bearings are clean. It shouldn't make a difference though. I'm excited. Last night I unlocked the ability to go live from my mobile phone now. And well done, Addicted. You've hit your 1,000 subs, or you've just been waiting for it to go to actually physically. Ours took about a month or so after we got 1,000 subs to allow us to go live. I kept checking and it just wouldn't. Always takes a while. You get monetized straight away, almost, as long as you've got the 4,000 views. What do you have to do to unlock live stream? It's 1,000 subs. Once you've got 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours in any 12-month period, then you can monetize yourself, and if you keep checking your account on your phone, you should eventually see. And it can take, I think ours took 3 to 4 weeks to come up. You should then get the option to go live. But it does take 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. Ah, that sucks, Marco. I have to ship some to you. Problem is it'll be no good because it's frozen, it'll defrost. Right, I'm not going to shim this. I'm going to take a chance with no shimming. Didn't have a shim in there on the last one, so I tried it with a shim and it seemed too tight. So we just have to hope for the best. I think 4K is both, Zoz. I mean, technically you can live stream at any if you use Streamlabs. But if you want to use the YouTube app, what I'm using now, then you need 1,000 subs, 4,000 watch hours. You can live stream at any time you want with Streamlabs or even Zoom, etc. There is no minimum for that. Yeah, you can do that at any point. It's purely for the YouTube app. So if you're out and about, I use the phone now to live stream, mainly because the computer's in the other room. I have done a live stream from the PC before, but if I had a laptop, I'd probably do it from a laptop, but I don't have a laptop. Well, no, I have a work laptop, but there's no way a work laptop will put me let me put anything on there to stream. Yeah, there's no minimum on the computer. Right, let's see how that feels now. Feels better. Yeah, because I got bored with waiting, I used Streamlabs, I think, for the first stream. I couldn't believe it. It did take like 3 to 4 weeks for YouTube to turn our thing on. I got to the point where I wondered whether I was actually ever going to do it. You still not run your first TLR yet? It's a bit stiff still, but I don't know. Right about there. Give up. Give up. Get some grease in there anyway. Get it all back together and get the EXB up here. I just don't like the sound of that. I just wish it was smooth all the way around. It is still noisy, but there's not a lot I can do about it. I can't see why it's noisy. Right there, it's just part of it. As you come around here, noise, noise, noise. Same place each time. You're gonna run it like that. I don't have a lot of choice. I've taken it apart, put it back together again, it's still doing it. So, what else do you suggest? Guys? You pay for Vendetta Addicted. I'd be interested to see what you think of it. But I don't know what else it can be. It's a new diff bulkhead. I've had it back out. I've taken the shim out. I've seated it properly. It's not sitting in there any better or any different. I don't know what else it can be. It's definitely on the... It's definitely on the... it's not on the pinion, because the pinion's turning more than once before it does it, so it's on the spur. I'll clean the spur out and it's almost like the spur's twisted slightly. You don't recommend me running like this? It's not on this pinion because the pinion's going round 2 or 3 times before it does it. No, because it's a brand new diff case. It's a whole new diff bulkhead. And it was only the ears that went on it. Looked to be all on the diff case. It looked to still be all on there, yeah. Ring gear shifted on the diff. Might have done. I'll take it all apart and put it all back together again. You guys, I mean, I did take the diff apart. Didn't really want to be doing this all the time, but I'll take your boys' words for it. After I've just greased it all up. Shouldn't be, because it's a brand new diff case. And that's what I've literally just fitted, is a brand new diff bulkhead. So, in theory, it shouldn't be, unless the main gear hasn't gone back on the diff properly where I took that off. I mean, we're seated on there nicely. We're seated on... Oh, there's obviously typical armour, there's plenty of play there. Look at that. No normally you get a shim on the inside there to stop it doing that. And that is disgraceful. Yeah, that one's got the shim. That one hasn't. I don't really want any of those shims anyway. Don't think. No. I'll take this off, make sure this is seated properly. No, that was, I put that one there to see if I need to shim the tightness up. I did put that in, but it was too tight. Thank you, Random. Don't talk while screwing. What sort of screwing? I mean, that is a joke they haven't put a shim on that. It's disgraceful, actually. I might have had some of those shims over here, but I think I've had to use them on other ones where they don't come with them. There might be one over here, actually. No, I'll use that one. Right. Let's take this off. We'll clean, make sure everything's clean inside. This is seating down nicely. Night, Emily, thanks for coming by. Also, but the X-ray tells you not to tighten the diff case up until you screw the diff housing to the chassis, as it can pull it into shape. Guess it could do. We'll do this anyway, but I'm going to take I'll take the gasket off and I'll make sure all that is properly cleaned up in there. I'll take that off. It's the only thing that could be is if this isn't sitting on there properly, then that could cause it to be slightly out of shape as well, couldn't it? There's a bit of silicone oil under it or something or other. A little bit of plastic, a little bit of silicone oil between it. Could have just thrown it out slightly. All these things, you wish you hadn't opened this up now. Right. It looks good on there. Right, let's put this back together. See how it sits. Thanks you guys for your input anyway. Because to be brutally honest, I'd have run that. And if it's still making the noise, I probably would end up running it. You do not need a shim on the... No, don't need that shim. I don't think so, but I took that out of the bag, so that was an extra one. See you later, Alex. Take care, thanks for coming by. I'll bring you up a bit because you're missing out on some of what I'm doing here. This shouldn't have taken as long as it's taking. The only other thing it could be is that pinion not sitting nicely. Which would drive me insane. I think that's better. I think that's way, way better. If it's not, it's not. We'll be trying to fix it then after that. It'll be what it'll be, and it will start clicking, and I'll throw it in the bin and sell it. Because it's typical, well, I'll probably end up putting EXB diffs in it. Will be what'll happen. Right. Griffrey, how are you? I don't know whether I've pronounced that right. Griffrey, Griffrey. Who Rock 305, how are you? Are you guys, who's out of the weekend then? My usual question for this sort of time. Who's planning on going out and going where? Wow, 12 to 14 weeks, that's a long time. See how you get on, you might not need it that long, Addicted. How is your finger though? Gruffy is fine, okay. Gruffy it is. Have you learned to one-hand drive yet, Addicted? How are you going to drive the new Vendetta? I think you probably need to send it my way. boat needs a run. Yeah, I've got to get back out with my boat. I'm waiting for the twin pickup rudder to turn up. Should be here very soon, hopefully. And then get out. I'll meet up with Revo. Yeah, I've got 2 more coming in from Jenny's. I think we've done one on the actual EXB. I don't know, it was sounding a bit clicky. I've put one in, I've already put one in Callum's Notorious, and I'll probably put another one in there, and I'll probably order some more next month from Jenny's, and just swap the whole things out. I'm just bored with the stock armour diffs, just chewing through gears all the time. Right, let's see. Come on. Yeah, it sounds a lot better. But I've got to put the shocks back on, make sure that it all sits together, and if it's not, I'm bored with doing it. I won't be doing it again. If it goes, it goes. It'll get an EXB diff at some stage. That's it, probably next month. After I've been paid. This has been a brutal month. Just had to do car insurance, got the car tax, Callum's birthday, buying this, blowing up the motor. Still a bit. But better than what it was. Yeah, better than what it was, guys, so we'll just have to do. Okay, Dad, thank you for coming by. Just watched Vendetta video, non-belted tunes that burn out quick. Seems to slide around everywhere. I want one. I'm running to aluminium diff houses on the crate, and I need your video for reference. Okay. Oh, the diff bulk, the diff cups. They're very. I love the diff cups, but I haven't got them out yet, or they have got them out, but I don't think they're in stock for the EXB ones yet. I do like them, especially for the centre. It is. I struggle to drive one-handed on RCs. It isn't definitely a skill you have to learn. I hope you're doing better than after 3 operations in 9 months I had. Ooh. Ouch, Marco. I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. Very sorry to hear that. Whack it full of sawdust and grease and it's good for the fork. Move your RCs, how are you? I'm all well good, thank you. How are you? Right, I think that's ready to go back in the car. I'm not going to worry about it anymore. I need to get the EXB on the bench. Horrible old grease off of there. I really should change the droop screws as well. I didn't check the droop. Ooh, that's a bit schoolboy error for me. All them being undone. Should have done that. It's okay, Dave. Years ago, and just a little finger on my left arm and didn't miss him. No, but even so, it's. Come on. I'll use the Aramax. Oh, bedtime, yeah. Are you getting ready for Jay's and Billy's live tomorrow? Yeah, it's going to be a long one for them. Be good if they can get out and do a bash as well on the live. Yeah, they do. My only issue with the reason I like the armour ones is because you can unscrew both ends. So if you have a planetary or the pin go on one end, if you forget to put I'm quite common for me to forget to put this bearing on, put it all back together, and then go, oh, I'm missing that bearing, or this gear will go, and all I need to do is open up this side. With the hot racing ones, it's all one cup like that, so it's again a pain to get to the pin at the bottom, whereas the armour ones come off the top and the bottom, so it makes it a lot easier to service them as well. I really like that about the armour ones, but the Vitavon and the hot racing ones don't do that. They're all sealed one cup like that. I thought it was 330. I think it's nearly bedtime. Yeah, he's got race. Yeah. My granddad had the end of his fingers shot off while he was riding a dispatch rock. Wow. I suppose you look at it and go, I'm lucky just to have that happen. See you like to move your RCs? Thanks for coming by. Right, this is pretty much done. There it is. Well, hopefully that diff holds up, because I've got plans for this. Oh, you absolute muppet. I forgot to put the bumper on. One of those days. Alfie, yeah, I don't get it, but it's Horizon for you, mate. They ain't going down in price anytime soon. They're only going to go up and up and up. It's the same with the normal 3S ones, and they're coming back in stock. They were 329, they're now 389. They've taken this opportunity to jack them up 60 quid. Someone did say, when I put all that stuff up, they did say, well, they're going to move them, and when they bring them back, they jack the prices back up, and they have. Armour in the UK are not great on parts, so Addicted either, to be brutally honest with you. Armour have been decidedly bad on parts recently. But HBI, I haven't got a clue. I think the Maverick stuff's okay. When I was looking, or even the upgrades, even though the car's not out yet, I thought the upgrades were, or the hop-ups, whatever you want to call them, I thought most of those were already in stock. Unlike this car, has got nothing in stock. Container shipping has shot through the roof, Guffy, yes. I do accept that. But what winds me up is when the container shipping comes down in price again, these won't come down in price. And I don't know how much container shippings have gone up. The Armour 3S line have gone up 73% in the UK now. Shit. There goes my drink. Sugar. I didn't swear. That wasn't me swearing, guys, promise. Sugar. Sugar. That's a whole pint of summer fruits. Oh, now I'm going to make myself a new one. I will be back to read the comments. Once I've tidied this up a bit. Spillage. A sticky mess. It's not. It shouldn't be too bad. It's on the work surface, thankfully. Just got over all my old diffs that I have sitting over here for no reason whatsoever other than I'm lazy and can't be bothered to move them. And it was a diff that exploded over a year ago and it's been sitting here for a year. quite disgraceful really that I haven't tidied it all up. Right. That was. Oh, it's a bit of the old diff. That can go in the wash. Give it a quick rinse down with some water. And then it won't be a sticky mess, Alfie. Well, hopefully it won't be anyway. Right, that's that done, that's that done. Leave that on there, I think. Right, tidied all that up. And the banning of cardboard waste exports has stopped the return trade to China, so sitting empty. Oh, whatever that, I don't know what that means. Alfie, that was through Willspin in the UK. I always use Model Sport when I can, although I would follow up on that. What was that? Yeah, still waiting 6 months later for more warranty parts from Marmot. Oh, wow, that is bad. I had to wait. How long do I have to wait for my new servo? That's about 4 weeks for the big rock. Picked up last week. That was about 4 weeks for them to get that in. They accepted it was faulty, but it took them 4 weeks to get me just a bog standard 3S servo. Right. What hadn't I done on this? I'm going to tighten that up underneath. With that. Apart from the spaces there, which I've got to work out how they go, I think we're done with that. Oh, that's what I was doing. I haven't put the front on. I was tightening these up, wasn't I? I was going to get the electric one. Duratrax Banditos. Are they bashing tyres? See you later, Jay. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Don't know what time I'll be on. I've got to work. I'll be working, so it won't be 4 o'clock. But hopefully I'll be around when you eat the pizza. And don't forget, guys, check out Jay and Billy. I'll see you next Tuesday's live stream starting at 4 o'clock tomorrow. All for a great cause. So stay on there then. I'm using the same one, I think. My hands are a bit slippery though. That's going to move like that all the time. Get this one. I'm going to slip him with the other one. There we go. Done. Bin, 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 bin. Battery tray. Right. Rinse those off. Rinse those off. Now it says that I need a bearing 8x6 now that I've taken it all apart and now. Oh, sugar. I purposely don't tell them about RC channels so I get the experience that any customer would. And I'm a warranty. Yeah, I mean, the problem is, most of the time people, I don't know how, but even whenever I've done it, even in shops I've never bought from, they know who I am. Okay, I will be on. I'll definitely be on, mate. So. Just 4 o'clock's a bit early for me. I don't finish work until sort of 5:36. Oh. Right. Let's have a look, see what's going on here. Try and get under there. That got mushed up as well, did it? Oh yeah. Anyone ever see one of those bent before? They got mushed proper. Need to undo them. I also want to whip off the receiver box, just make sure everything, because we were losing signal a bit and I don't know why. So just want to make sure everything's all right on the receiver. What I needed was an output cup and an arm that is messed up, still waiting. Got 2 cheap output cups from AliExpress, way better than... That's disgraceful. I've got really good experience with Armour Warranty, 2 dry shot. My experience with Armour Warranties has always been good. I've never had anything rejected from Armour Warranty. But then again, I only warranty things that are faulty, not just because I could probably get away with using this one again actually. It's pulled out there. I don't know how loose that is, but it's just not worth it. Might as well fit the new one. If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. I did put this sticky stuff on to stop, because we have had this, they pulled out. They pulled out a bit. That one looks okay. Who knows? You should use a secondary email when buying cars so they don't know who you are. I think most of them know who I am, mainly because of obviously if I've been commenting on Facebook groups and posting videos on Facebook groups. Don't much to put two and two together, does it? But you know, if something's failed for warranty, I will warranty it. If something's failed to us, I will buy a new one. A bit like the motor in the Italian. Now I could have warranted that, but it wasn't the motor's fault. You know, the motor slamming against the case like that and breaking was not a warranty. That was damage due to use. So, you know, I'm fair. If we break something, we break something. I will buy a new one. If something goes due to warranty, if something fails, then it should be warranted. So I don't really have a problem with them knowing who I am, because I don't put in anything that's not a valid warranty. What's up, Rogue Factor? How are you? When the diff was faulty from new and I went direct to Logic and they sorted it, the issue, I think it was... And they sorted it, the issue, I think, is wheel spin. I think, yeah. I'm not going to argue with you there. I've had a few people that have had similar sort of things with wheel spin. Oh, Lady Lollipop's getting pulled apart a bit. Might be time soon to... I keep meaning to... Adam's done a really nice skim for us for this, and I keep meaning to contact him. Sure, that looks a bit bent actually as well. Hopefully I haven't bent that. It was a brutal landing. I'll get this battery tray on there and have a look at that. I'm hoping I haven't bent the motor mount as well. But it was a brutal, brutal front landing. Well, you saw it on the live stream, didn't you guys? See you later, Alfie. Thanks for coming by, buddy. No. No. Armour providing screws? No, that can't be true. Armour don't provide screws. Say it's not so. Oh, you want to get the speed run? Yeah. Get the speed run done then. I'm not speaking about I've got a very watchable TLR Typhon content to edit. Well, hurry up and get it done because I want to see it. Come on. Oh, come on. Ah! Stab yourself with a 1.5mm hex. So I need a lossy LMT. I need to test it against USA. I don't want to add up the money I spent over. Don't add it up. Must have been a 40 batch if you got the screw. Yeah. My TLI came without the ASMR static cling plastic. No, ours didn't come with any static cling. But one thing to check with your row factor, check the 3 screws underneath the under the chassis where it connects the motor mount to the chassis. Make sure they are nice and tight. Yeah, ours didn't have any of the cling film plastic on it. Quality control is garbage, yes. Didn't come with the brass rubber servo standoffs either. No, mine didn't come with those either. And it came with a 23 tooth servo horn. And it also came with, which is a little bit annoying. What actually did it? I think it does. Yeah, it comes with the all-in-one shock standoffs, which is really annoying they're doing that now. That does wind me up. Luckily I've got spares, so if I break one out in field I can fix it. But it does wind me up that they decide to start doing that. I know, right? I did put it in my video if anyone watched it. I went, if you're going to order it, either make sure you've got a spare servo horn that you can then adapt to make it work, or make sure you order a 25 tooth armour one. Because unless you've got a Spectrum servo, you get the car and then you're going to be stuffed waiting for a new servo horn to turn up. It's just, and the new EXBs do the same thing as well. We've got two LMTs, they're great once you fit mid-front axles, trill steering hubs. Yeah, how much does that cost? I love the look of them, I just don't get, it just, to me, they're too much for what I'd want to do with it. My box had 2 or 3 of the Horizon Hobby round seal stickers on it. I think ours had... one there, not one there, one there. Mine had 2 on it. Straps. I'm not going to use the new ones. I use the old ones, keep the new ones for spares. And I'm probably going to wish I'd threaded this before I put that, because I do find it difficult to there we go. Done. Now this one out, and that goes like that. Yes. Think. Oh, overlaid. Wow. Maybe they wanted to make sure that they let you know that they looked at it. Oh, come on, stupid thing. But do check the bottom of your, where the motor mount is on the chassis. It's that way around, doesn't it? And then so let's come up through there. Oh, come on, it can't be that difficult. Unless they've changed the size of this, which they might have done. Never had this problem before. Thank you. I've never had this problem trying to thread this through here before. Oh, the little monkeys. They've made it narrower. So Funny little bit, guys, but just enough to be really annoying. Look. I don't know if you can see that. It's about, the new strap's 2mm narrower. And of lesser quality. Because it's got a break in it. Whereas that's one complete strap, which I'm going to trim off the side a bit. That's got a blend on it. Whereas that's combined Velcro on each bit. That bit there's the soft Velcro, and then they've got the looping thing there. So as a result of that, they've combined it there. Whereas this, it's just one complete strip. Another little sneaky change they've done. A little trim down, and it goes through now. Armour your little sneakers. What are ya? Your little sneakers, ain't ya? Where's the other strap that I made for this? Yes, they are. It means like the same on this Typhon as well. No, this Typhon, it's got the old strap. All in one. So maybe it's a mixed bag you get. But this was definitely the new, because I asked for these because they've got the 3 extra holes on it. But that strap is definitely different, and it's different to the TLR as well. I'm really okay with issues out of the box. I mean, these things were put together by hobbyists, and have you seen the I've put together? Let's just say my QC is subpar. It is, and we should really go over it, but I didn't. Yeah, I've started, well, I bought these ones from Hobby King. The Hobby King UK warehouse is now no more, which is a little bit annoying, and I want to get some of the carbon or the Teflon ones that Lee at Custom RC Upgrades is doing. I want to get some of those. I'd put 2 straps over the side of our, lengthways over ours, just because of the way we bash. I like that extra bit of support. Come on. Maybe that's quite hard to find the hole. Gotcha. one done. I'd post a link, but I don't want YouTube to flag me for being awesome. Everybody's awesome. You don't need me singing no songs. I'd love the look at. I tell you now, I really do like the look of the LMT, but I'd never use it. And it cost me a fortune to use as well because I'd want to bash the absolute poo out of it. Are they 8mm or are they 10mm? They're 8mm, so we put some more 8mm in. Yeah, I really like the look of it. One. But I got nobody. I just wouldn't use it because I'd want to jump it and it breaks really easy, and then you've got to spend a lot of money on Vitavon or Teal parts, which are expensive. Some 10mm ones as well. I'll probably put 2 10mm and the rest I'll put in. There's the 8mm ones. I think these are 8mm as well. Yeah. See how the 10mm ones go. Complains about the width of the proceeding. Complains about the width, then proceeds to trim. No, that was the old. I trimmed the old one just underneath it where it's not going to be weak. The new one was 2mm thinner across the whole strap and has a join in it, which will just fail very, very easily. This might coming through. Some other glasses with the 10mm. I don't want to pierce the battery. Pretty close. I'll go back to the 8s. See you later, Craig. WTF. Thanks for coming by, buddy. I'll be finishing up soon as well. With it being the time it is, I'm probably not going to get to fit the rear arm on this. I'll try and do that tomorrow. And I've got to solder a cat pack on. I'm not overly happy with the damage we've caused to this cat pack, whether it's going to be any good or not. So I don't really want to fire. The ESC, I think, is still okay, but I'm going to solder on a fresh cat pack, which scares the hell out of me. I don't mind soldering now, but putting the cat pack on that close does scare me a little bit. I will be calling it a day once I've got this battery tray on. Done. rubbish. And spares. Spares and spares. That's a new battery tray on there anyway. I was going to check to see if that motor mount looks bent or not. The mesh out. No, mesh isn't out. How's that motor mount taken the abuse that we've given it? I don't know. I want to say it's bent, but I don't think it is. Look, come back there, that got thrown forward, clearly. That got beaten up badly, that cap pack there. So I'm going to try and fit a new one on. Down here, blend it in, put it down and just strap it over that. Just to protect it a little bit. A bit worried about doing that, but hey ho, that must be done. Bye Mars, thanks for coming by. I'm going to call it a day as well. Oh snap, I forgot I even ordered the rival MT10. Nice, you should enjoy that. Just try not to run soft packs in it. I've damaged some soft packs doing some nose landings. You know, if Armour really wanted to break the RC game, they'd come out with a centre diff. Yeah, because I think the Flux comes with a centre diff as well. That's okay, thank you for coming by. I'm going to go and sit down. Wash my hands, and it's Thursday. And Thursdays means cake day. And I was planning on fitting one of these 3 arms that we have because Callum managed to break the side that we don't normally break, and I've got 3 spare ones for that side, so I'll get around doing that tomorrow at some stage. I don't think this car will be ready to go at the weekend because of the fan as well. Although that didn't go. That's weird. The actual cable tie didn't snap. It just it pinged out through the caps. That was the problem. Cable tie, the fan launched out through the caps. Yeah, that cap's taken a pasting and a half. What's that going on there then? Oh, that's a strap just keeping that out of the way. Yeah, the new fan I put on just pulled straight out, launched out. So I've got some the rocket ones coming in. I think I went for the 40 mils at the strap on here. I probably should have gone for the stock ones that go in the ESC. I can't remember if I did or not. But it's Thursday night. Means it's cake night. So I'll take you in there while you eat the cake. I can't remember what I ordered from Bangor, but it was 30 mils or 40 mils. Right, let's find you on YouTube. War channel. 23 still watching. Well, that's very kind of you all. 51 thumbs. What 3 words? Who cares about what 3 words? 6:41 p.m. where you are. Yeah, it's 11:15 where I am. Nice. Look at my hair. Oh, and he's cutting again. When I'm going to get a trees Danish and maybe even a slice of pumpkin pie. Lots of good. Oh, baby boy's birthday. Happy birthday yesterday to your baby boy. I have to try and remember that because that's one day before Callum's. How much fans did I order? I did order the 40ml ones. I thought I was going to order the 30ml. I probably should have ordered the 35ml. Tracking info. Shipped out on the 18th. I'll be here soon. But I don't think it'll be here for the weekend. So the EXB probably won't be out this weekend. Well, happy birthday for the 30th. I need to get back out to New Jersey. I need to bring a big suitcase with me. I can then ship some cars and parts in and bring them back. That's what I need to do. Ooh. Wow. So we've got 30th, 29th, 21st, 20th. They're mods, Gregory, so as long as you become a regular and I'll get to know you and I can trust you, you might well get a spanner and become a mod. So obviously you've been in there a few times, but it's just really getting to know you and trust you, so that because you get certain powers, you can block people, you can silence people, you can kick people. You can delete messages. So most of the ones I've got spanners are ones that I either know in real life or I've known from lots of different streams before. But that's how you get it. Just earn it. So what's going on? Count 6, 7. Oh, gone up a little bit. Addicted. I'd like to see this. If you're getting the Vendetta, I'd like to see what it does against a Fortec. I had a look at them. Are you not a mod, Revo? You must be a mod. Wow. My bad. That's my bad, Revo. But at the moment I've just got, because I'm not using it, I've just ordered just myself and Revo. I've got the Twin rudder pickup. I need to find out where that is. Clipping wise, need to do a track on that. Oh, ASMR. That'd be a great comparison, Addicted. Your Vortec against the Vendetta. Yeah, we need to get out with the boats. I've only had mine out once and I really want to get out and give it a proper rip. Ah, a refreshing beverage. I need to go and get a drink. A moderator mod. There should be tiers of moderation though, rather than just me having to block mods, because sometimes mods do go rogue. Let's see where they are. What is it? Offshore Electrics. My account, because I'm expecting those bits to be here any day. Really? USPS, whoever they are. I'm not tracking on it. No tracking on that, which is a pain in the butt. Need to find out where my CNHL lipos are. Are they even close to being here yet? Because that's been a while. Sign in. I can't wait for them to get back to the UK warehouse, so you don't have to wait 3 weeks for them to turn up. I've used mine once, 2 packs for it. Yeah, I'm going to probably change them to XT90s. And I've got the graphenes to use in them. Or I've got the some of the new Turnigy heavy duties as well. Hook and loop, in case anybody didn't know that. Well, they use trash hook and loop in the new armour straps. Yeah, Custom RC Upgrades has got some Kevlar ones. I don't know how much they cost. Sign in. See if Hermes have got them yet. Probably not. Hermes have probably lost them, because that's what Hermes do. Copy, track. Put that in there. Track. In transit still. I was going to check out Hermes UK. Hermes tracking. Have they even got them? Track. We're expecting it. No, they haven't even got it yet. Wow. It's probably stuck on some boat somewhere. When did I order it? 3rd of October. 1, 2, 3 weeks this Sunday. I was hoping they'd be here by now. Pain in the butt. Okay, guys. EC8. What, you can't find the EC8 plugs? Try Hobby King. You still get Hobby King in the USA, don't you? United States, EC8, or is it IC8? IC8. Oh, they do them. Workbench. Connectors. I'll go XT90 then. EC8. I'm sure they used to do EC8s at Hobby King. Maybe they don't. See you later, Rogue. I need to get good backs with 10 gauge wire. Most 3 packs with 12 gauge. Yeah, don't know why they do that. Going back to subject earlier, I broke my MIP ball driver end in my M2C ESC plate in my K6. After many stupid sends, the bit is still in the bolt. Tips on getting it out, please, hardcore. The only thing I can suggest, if you need to get, and I guess it's in the bolt and not in the actual hex and it's snapped off, and if you need to get the screw out, being brutally honest with you, I would, if you can get to it, try and Dremel a slot in it, then put a flathead screwdriver and get it in. The other option, which is a bit more of a pain, is to drill, but because it's probably not going to drill centre, you're not going to get it straight to take the head off, and then there's enough to get the mold grips in and take it off. I tend to, when it happens, I put a Dremel a slot in it so that I can then put a flathead screwdriver in and take it off. See you later, Zoz. You pre-ordered Vendetta. Are you in the USA, which makes sense? In the UK, it's a stupid price. People don't know how to solder EC5 connectors on. I'll be honest and say I used to struggle big time to solder them on. Now it's a doddle. Once you know how to do it, and you get a good soldering iron and some good solder, it's an absolute doddle. Yeah, I get that. I had to do it too. Who did I have to do it to? I don't know any other way to get it out safely. I mean, if there's enough there to be able to drill in centrally, you could try and drill the head off. But if it goes wonky, it makes it difficult to get off, and then it makes it difficult to put a flat head into it. You could see if you could drill a really small hole in it, but the problem is it's hardened steel. So trying to drill into it versus the soft steel around it is going to be tough. I think you just might have to bite the bullet and do the, or if you don't need to take it out at the moment, just wait. I imagine it will come off at some stage. I'm surprised the Dremel broke in an armour screw though. I like soldering now to a certain degree. There's still some stuff which scares me a little bit, but as a general rule, I like soldering. I'm a bit worried about having to solder a cat pack into wires here, but I'm going to give it a go. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. As I said, Jared, I mean, I'd leave it until you need to do it. You never know, it might come out. You could try and solder some metal, but it's only a small bit. You could try and weld a little bit of solder, and if you can weld, you could try and spot weld a little bit onto it and then pull it out. Yeah, wait and see if it comes out. When you need to take it out, if it's not come out, Dremel a slot in it is, I think it's the safest way of doing it. It's a pain, I know, because it does cut into the chassis a bit. Kenny Alexander back sheep. Oh, I'll see you. How are you? Well, as Rogue says, if you can get enough solder on it to get, because it's not fixed in there, is it? It's technically just in there tight. What about magnet? Have you tried a strong magnet to pull it out? A really strong, you know, what do we call it, magnet. Plonk that on there, see if that takes it out. That's all right, Kenny. Well, you just come on as I'm finishing up. I've got to try and get hold of Callum before he goes to bed because it's his birthday. I've spoken to him today, but I just want to say good night to him before his birthday all finishes. Okay, guys, I am going to call it a night, I'm afraid. Dremel cone tip might well do it and give you a little plywood to get it out as well. Anyway, guys, so 26 of you watching, thank you for still being here. Next week we'll be back to Friday, so watch out for that. Take care, stay safe, and thank you for all coming by again. Drop an acid in the bowl and listen off. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. Peace out. Bye.